Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today we're going to be talking about the iPhone 17 Pro Max and why you probably should avoid it. It's really not that good. So the first thing I want to start with is the elephant in the room. Not really. The battery life. So this battery, like if you're if you're a person who likes your phone to die quickly, you like it to die within an hour, that's me. I like my phones to die really fast because I want to be tethered to a charger all day. Then you don't want to buy this phone. The battery life on it will easily take you through 2 days with ease. And for those that can't make it through 2 days with this phone, I don't know what to tell you. Right now, I'm checking. I'm at almost 9 hours of screen on time, and it's on day two. So um, my average, let's just say I average 8.5 hours of screen on time with about 36 hours average. I can hit 2 days on every charge, but let's just say I average 36 hours and roughly 8.5 hours of screen on time. If you don't like that and you want your phone to die quicker, just avoid it, man. Don't even bother picking up this phone because it's definitely going to last a lot longer than you want it to. And so, if you're a person like myself, man, I want to charge at least once a day. At least once a day. I enjoy being tethered to the charger and being tethered to the wall. You know, plugged in. It's good. It's a good feeling. So, yeah, if you like to charge a lot, don't get this phone, man, because you won't have to. It's kind of crazy, right, that they would do this. Apple's tripping making a phone with such good battery. It's just nuts, right? So the next thing is the cameras on here. If you're a person who likes to shoot like grainy video, and you want to be capped at 1080p, or you're capped at 1080p and portrait video only on the rear. Um, Yeah, this is the phone that you should avoid because this phone won't do that. You can shoot 4K 60 HDR. You can shoot cinematic video 4K HDR, log, ProRes, RAW. You can do everything with this camera system here. And I just think if it's not for a person who prefers like 1080p video. Like if you don't want to shoot unlimited until your storage runs out. Like if you're content with, not being able to shoot like that, I think you should definitely avoid this phone. I mean, because this phone definitely will be able to shoot unlimited until the storage gets completely low. And also, if you're a person who wants your phone to overheat, then don't buy this phone. It has some like vapor chambers and stuff for gaming and cooling and stuff on the inside, so it's just not going to overheat for you. So you won't get your overheating that you're used to. So just avoid that at all costs because it's definitely not going to overheat on you. And then if you're a person who likes to vlog a lot, like most people are vlogging like this, they're looking at themselves vlogging or whatever. With this phone, you don't have to do that. You can just set it to hold. You can hold it like this, and then it'll just you can change the orientation and it'll shoot. You can hold your phone like this and still get a a landscape video. It's crazy, right? Yeah, I mean, other phone companies are probably going to steal that idea, but they shouldn't though, because Apple's top dog and they create everything. They come up with everything first and they do it better than everyone. Apple is the king, But if you're not looking for that, you know, just avoid this phone altogether. Don't even buy it because it has too many things that make it good and great, and we don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. I'm telling you, you don't deserve it. Don't buy this phone. Don't do it. So aside from it having all these abilities in the camera settings and in the actual physical hardware, um, the phone has an extra button on the side to quickly access, and we've never seen that before. Sony, we've never seen any other companies do this before. LG, we've never seen any companies put a button on the side to be able to control the camera quickly. LG, Sony. So um, Apple is the king of innovation. They innovate all the time, and so we're not going to take that away from them. So yeah, if you really like a strong camera set on your phone, just avoid this phone altogether because it does way too much, and we don't even know how to work it. We'll never get it to the full potential of what we possibly could. So just avoid it, man. Don't even bother. Just don't even go look at something else. Don't even do it. Now, another area where I think Apple hit it out of the park. I mean, like they killed it. I'm going to show you a really phone that's super just ugly. This is the best looking phone on the market. This phone right here is hideous. I mean, these two phones right here, the Apple clearly looks better. Apple didn't just stretch out the rear camera portion like some people are saying. There's power there, there's innovation there. You know what I mean? Like, that's true innovation. They didn't just move it over and make it thicker right there, and they didn't do it. This is the best looking phone on the market right now. And I say that with a straight face. This is not a good looking phone. I mean, it's all uniformed and the color is very nice. It's just a beautiful looking, ugly phone. I mean, like, this is the best looking phone on the market. Go figure. Yeah. So if you're in it for that, man, I really think you should just look. If you want an ugly phone, go ahead and buy this thing. This thing is hideous. It's so put together that it's hideous. You know what I mean? It's weird, right? Yeah. Yeah, but Apple has definitely done very poorly in some areas with this phone. Another area where they did really bad at is the performance. Like I said, they had to put like this cooling chamber or something in there just to get it to perform at even the level of this phone. This phone has the chip inside that's made by Google, and this phone inside has a chip that's made by Apple's, but it doesn't measure up. There's no way. This phone uh, just is not very powerful. It needs extra cooling just to keep up with all the other companies, and it just doesn't do well when using it for social media at all. It's just, you should just avoid it. If you're looking for something that's going to be good on social media, avoid this phone right here. Just do it. Don't even bother. Don't even bother with it. Just let it go. So I really feel like if a company is going to bring out a phone like this and it's real big like this, it could at least have a good display. And this phone has a great display. So if you're a person who just wants a good display, you need to go look elsewhere. Don't even bother even thinking about getting this phone, because it's just going to impress you to the point where, um, you know, it's going to make you not want to buy something else. And we don't want that. We want you to buy something else. You don't deserve all the goodies and stuff that are in this phone. I can take it, but you don't deserve it. So you need to go ahead and put yours back in the box if you're within your 14-day return period. You need to return it ASAP, because this phone is offering way too much. It's way too much. When it comes to power and performance, though, this phone, Apple's got it to where it's faster and more powerful than, regular laptops. It's very quick and very fast. But do you need that though? You don't. You don't. And I suggest that you don't even dibble and dabble in that at all. You just stay in your lane, which is, you're a novice, because, you know, Apple can do no wrong. In reality, you should avoid this phone, but Apple really can do no wrong. I mean, they are the true innovators in tech, and that's the truth. But those are a few reasons why I think you should probably avoid this phone, because, just go back to something real simple and basic, and that's ugly. Because this clearly is the most beautiful phone on the market. I mean, come on, it's beautiful. Really, take a look at it. This is a beautiful phone, best hardware ever. Yeah. Now, an area where I think Apple really gets it right is trade-in values. Well, I tell you, they have this. I mean, if you trade in, let's just say last year's phone, they're going to give you like a third of the price. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's what you want too. We want to be used like that. We want to be used and played, and we want you. You don't deserve to keep your money. We got to give it back to Apple, and that's just how it goes. They have the best trade-in programs. Their pricings are the lowest on everything. I mean, they are just doing it right. They are doing it right. So really, you should avoid this phone altogether. While it's the best looking phone on the market, that's for sure. It has just great cameras, great battery, beautiful screen. Um, it's just something you should just avoid altogether. You don't deserve it. Go back to using one of the previous generation phones, and I think that's where you need to stay. Yeah, yeah. Don't trade in. Don't upgrade. You just keep using what you're using. Yeah. This phone right here. Yeah. Don't do it.